it's Molly Mahoney from The Prepared Performer with another Work It Wednesday. So last week I talked to you about starting a joy journal in an effort to set a 1-year goal for this upcoming year. So something that has come up for me this year is that I know that I am a crazy workaholic and I get really centered on my business goals and helping my students and my clients and all this kind of stuff. And sometimes I forget to stop and look at what I actually really want to be bringing into my life. I don't know if you guys have this problem, but I do. So I thought for sure there must be some of you that feel this way as well. I think many of us so often just answer to other people's needs and get excited about that and helping other people that we forget to really take a step back and think, wow, I am actually in control of my own life. So I'm challenging you to really figure out what is it that you want to bring more of into your life, both in your personal life and in your work life. So that joy journal that I talked about last week, which was every night to write down the things that really brought you joy. For me, it also helps me to think as I go throughout the day, oh, wow, this is something that brings me joy, rather than just going through my day and, aimlessly wandering or just experiencing it on the fly, but actually being really hyper aware of what it is that I want more of in my life. So I'm challenging you all to do that as well. And I think that it's something that will really open up some power for you so that you're able to bring into your life the things that will bring you more joy. So once you have written down all of those joys from your week, I want you to take a really hard look at them and notice every day the things that line up. So for me this week, because I was focusing on it extra hard in honor of all of you, I noticed how happy it makes me just to sit on the couch and cuddle Charlie, like just to go, my Charlie is my almost 2-year-old. And, having cuddle fights and tickle fights and kissing fights with Charlie is something that makes me really happy. However, I honestly often don't get those times because I'm so concerned about working and I love working so much. So for me, this next year is really going to be about making sure that I let things go and that I really allow my family to have a moment to flourish in my life, that I give them the time that they deserve and that they need and that makes me happy. So that's one thing that's going to be really big for me. So if you notice moments like that as you go throughout your day, I want you to find ways to bring those to the forefront. So I'm actually going to cheat on this little assignment and I am going to have 2 words. I'm going to have one for my family life and one for my work life, because I think that if my only goals are work related, then I'm going to be missing a huge part of my life. So maybe let's all do that together. We'll have a work life and a family life. If you don't have your own family, like kids and stuff like that, it's just a personal life. So 1 word for your work life and 1 word for your personal life. And then once you have all these joys that you've written down, I want you to figure out what is going to bring more of that joy into your life. And whatever that is, find 1 word, and that is going to be your work word goal, okay, for the year, your work word theme for the year. And then in your personal life, notice all the things that brought you joy and find something that's going to bring more of that joy into your life. And that is going to be your 1 word theme for this year. So we're going to have 2 words, one for work life and 1 for personal life. Because if we're not feeding our personal life, then really what's the point, right? If we're only working, then what's the point? And we also don't have, as I've talked about before, like Daniel Day-Lewis said, when I got to ask him a question, when I went to the premiere of the movie 9 that he did, he said, I asked him about finding balance as a performer and how you go about doing that. And he said, this is a career that can scoop the life out of you. And if you don't fill back up, you will not have enough to give. So this is your new challenge. Take all those words that you had in your joy journal, all the things that you wrote down that brought you joy. And I want you to figure out, do some, write some things down, go through it, talk to your friends about it, and figure out what is the one thing that will bring more of that joy into your work life and more of that joy into your personal life so that you can serve your community and serve your family and serve yourself for the best 2016 ever. Okay, I would love it. Next week, I'm going to post a little thread and I would love it if we could all share what our words are. Okay, you guys are rock stars and I'm so grateful for you and I know we're going to have an awesome 2016. Okay, bye.